the king.
What's up, everybody? How is everyone doing tonight? Oh yeah, dude, we're not like 9 days away from Ahsoka. It's absolutely amazing. Cannot wait. New trailer just dropped. I think it was like this morning, man. It was pretty good. We got some Anakin, some Hayden Christensen voices in there. So we're gonna break that down a little bit tonight. Talk a little bit about some of the characters you're gonna be seeing. And I'm just going to get one little thing set up here on my end to make sure everything runs flawlessly. Yeah, how is everyone doing in the chat? We got 6 people right now. Appreciate you guys being here. We're going to start off by watching the trailer. I think that's probably the best way to do this. And yeah, we'll kind of break it down and stuff then. All right, so let me go ahead and pull this bad boy up. Yeah, it was released just this morning, it looks like. All right, here we go. We're gonna watch this thing. All right, it's about 40 seconds or so, and yeah, let's see if you guys haven't seen it. Here you go.
Everyone in the Order knew Anakin Skywalker. Few would live to see what he became.
By the end of the Clone Wars, I walked away from him.
Uh-oh.
And the Jedi.
In this war, you will face more than just droids. As your master, it's my responsibility to prepare you. I won't always be there to look out for you.
I really wonder if they're going to
Once a rebel, always a rebel.
I think they're going to
Don't be afraid. And trust your instincts. I know you can do this, Ahsoka.
Let's go. So yeah, we'll break this thing down a little bit here. So if you don't know already, so this is Balin, the late great Ray Stevenson, and so he is a surviving Jedi from Order 66, and where has he been for the last 15 years or whatever? Who knows? Hopefully we'll get a little backstory on that dude. But he's he has that orange lightsaber, and I'm really digging it. And from what everything I've heard from canon, as far as much there is, because they're really the only orange we've seen is like in video games, right? And I'm not even sure if it's actually canon at this point. But the orange lightsaber is the borderline of like a Jedi that is moving toward the dark side. So he's not like a Sith. He's not like Kylo Ren or something like that. He is an assassin that it seems like Thrawn has probably hired him, and then he has an apprentice, the blonde girl, and I'm trying to remember now what her name is. But yeah, I mean, so that's kind of who this dude is. Thrawn has probably hired him, and now he's after Ahsoka. And the first part we hear here is so good with Hayden. I'm gonna play it again real quick, so he can tell you. So he knows who Anakin was. He kind of says everyone knows who Anakin was. The problem is that not many people lived to see him actually become Vader because of what happened with Order 66. Right here, though. Doesn't want to play. Let me refresh. I should have just went right to YouTube, but.
With Fiverr, you can hire top-rated freelance experts in a variety of AI services. Alternatively, you could just become an AI expert yourself. Begin by learning.
Everyone in the Order knew Anakin Skywalker. Few would live to see what he became.
Here you go.
By the end of the Clone Wars, I walked away from him and the Jedi.
So I was trying to get that saber. There you go. Yeah, so that pretty much tells you who he is. His apprentice, I don't know why I'm forgetting. I want to say it's like Shiv or something, Shiz or something. Let's see. Actually, we'll do this. We'll do Ahsoka characters. And it'll probably be easier. All right, so Yeah, so they have pretty much every single character. Shin Hati. Let me share this one with you guys. There we go. So that's his apprentice. So same type of deal. She's not like a Sith Lord or anything like that. She is just, the apprentice of him, who is he's just right now, I guess you can call him a dark side force user. So it gets a little confusing because it's, we're so used to Jedi, Sith, and that's basically it. So they're kind of going a different route with all this. Then we also see the Inquisitor, and the Inquisitor's name was, let's see where it was. And of course, they don't have the Inquisitor listed, but I believe the Inquisitor's name is, it starts with an M. I know that. It's like, I don't want to tell you guys the wrong one. Let me find it. I think it's like Modak or something. Mordak. One second, guys. All right, so the Marrok, Marrok. All right, so let's deep dive into some nerdism stuff right here. Anthony Blaze, appreciate you, bro. Becoming a member, appreciate it, man. Yeah, channel memberships are live, guys. That's $2.99, and you get shout outs like the Patreons do. You also get invited to all the Patreon calls. We do that every other month, and actually one's coming up here in about 2 weeks or so. I'm trying to figure out a good date. It sounds like most people like Thursdays. So I think we're probably going to lean toward doing it on Thursdays. But yeah, so I appreciate you, Anthony. All right. So what did I say? Modak. I can't even remember. I just read it. Marrok, Marr. Okay, Marrok. All right. So Marrok. Let's talk about Marrok for a little bit, because I think this is going to be one of the most interesting parts of the show. Basically, because in Legends there was a Sith Lord named Darth Malak, Malek, or Malak, one of the two. So it's obviously not the same name as Marrok, but Darth Malak is a big time like Sith Lord. And I mean, he's done so much. He lived way back then. Like, this is before Yoda and everything else like that. So it's interesting that they're bringing back the name again. It's not the same name, but it's very, very similar. So I know there's some rumors out there that they could be bringing back this like big bad from Legends, and that could be them, or that could be the Inquisitor. There's the other rumor is the Inquisitor could be Barriss Offee. Barriss Offee we saw in the Clone Wars, and I'll be actually making a video on Barriss, and it'll be dropping the Tuesday before Ahsoka comes out. So I'm actually in the process of making that video right now. So Barriss was a Padawan of Illuminati. Or Illuminati, or whatever the Jedi's name was from Clone Wars. There's so many different names. But anyways, Barriss ended up going against the Jedi, and ended up becoming like, one of Count Dooku's main people. And again, if you watch the Clone Wars breakdown videos, this was all in part of that story. So we don't know what ever happened to Barriss, because Ahsoka and Barriss did end up fighting, and she ended up getting out of there. So we don't really know. That's like the last time we saw Barriss Offee anywhere in canon. So big rumor is that the Inquisitor could be Barriss. Now it's interesting because if they come out and say that Marrok, which is the name of the Inquisitor, is a he. Does it really mean anything? No, it can just be, misdirection or whatever. I kind of think, and I guess I kind of hope that the Inquisitor will be Barriss Offee, because she's a great character. We just didn't get enough of her in Clone Wars. And since we do know we have never seen her death, it could very well be her, and she'd be probably just about the same age as Ahsoka. So it's not like we're talking about some old Jedi or something like that, or old, dark. I guess she's a dark side user now at this point. But the other one I've heard some people say and wish it would be Asajj Ventress, because again, she's still alive too, and it's really, this just goes back to what Star Wars is doing. They did all of this sequel trilogy stuff, and they made all these new characters, and I understand that, Mark Hamill, Harrison Ford, and Carrie Fisher were all older, so you couldn't just continue right from Return of the Jedi. But man, oh man, we got to have some good characters that are still alive, and we just have not seen them. And when they took over in 2013, 12, something like that. I mean, man, this has had Star Wars for like 11 years now, if not longer, and it's just disappointing. So I don't know. I'm really hoping we get one of these characters as this Inquisitor, since this is like the one character that does have a mask on, and we don't really know. So that's that. And then the other rumor that's out there right now is that the Inquisitor could be Ezra. So Ezra's come back, and he has tapped into the dark side, and the Inquisitor is actually going to end up being Ezra. I don't love this one. The main reason why is because Ezra went through almost a whole season of him trying to, like, when he was kind of hanging out with Darth Maul, he was kind of like hanging out with him, right? And he kind of went through that growth of, being unbalanced and kind of, he had the Sith holocron for so long, and I feel like we've already seen that plot. And for him to like just go hang out with Thrawn, and then all of a sudden just do a total 180 and become like a Sith Lord or whatever, I just don't think it fits with the character. I mean, I guess it could be done correctly if it's done, but I'm just really afraid that we're not going to really see any of the backstory of what has been going on with Ezra and Thrawn. Like, I highly like it's going to be very Ahsoka central, and I would imagine it's kind of like think of Mandalorian. When we're watching Mandalorian, you don't ever get to go and kind of see. I mean, you get to see a little bit with Moff Gideon, but man, it's just never enough. And I just don't know if we're going to actually go to like where Thrawn and Ezra are and just get their point of view of what's happening. I think it's all going to be based on Ahsoka's point of view. Not that we're not going to get some scenes of just the bad guys or whatever. I just don't think we're gonna get that. I mean, obviously I could be completely wrong. It's just the way the trailers are playing out. It doesn't seem like we're going to be getting that kind of thing. And there's other rumors as well. Supposedly there might be a time jump halfway through the season. So the first 4 episodes are kind of like Ahsoka, getting back with Hera and Sabine. It's interesting. We saw Zeb at the end of Mandalorian. Are we going to see Zeb in this? We've seen Chopper in this couple of the trailers, but like where's Zeb? Like, what was the point of bringing Zeb into Mandalorian if he's not going to be with them? And I heard rumors that he might be in Skeleton Crew, and then there's also, and again, these are all just rumors and whatever, but there's also rumors saying that with Zeb he might be in Skeleton Crew, and some of these characters are also going to be part of Skeleton Crew, like Ezra and Thrawn. I don't know. It's interesting. The other thing is, this one's been out there for years. It's Keanu Reeves being Darth Revan. I would love it. I don't think this is the show to bring Darth Revan into play. It just doesn't fit. So I don't know. That rumor's out there for Skeleton Crew. I just don't know. Darth Revan, he lived way back. I mean, again, he's technically not canon because he's just in the video game, the MMO game. What was that called? Not the Knights of the New Republic. It's the other one, but I don't know. It's just interesting to see what people come up with. But so, anyways, let me swing back over to our characters list here. So we have, let's see. All right, so we went over. We obviously know Ahsoka. Her double or her 2 white lightsabers could be so cool. Let's get rid of that. Okay, so then we have Sabine Wren, who's being played by Natasha Liu Bordizzo. I think that's pronounced Bordizzo. Bordizzo? Is that how you say that? So she was in, you can see right here, she was in Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, The Greatest Showman she was in. So she's been in some stuff. Not the most famous actor. I don't know. In the trailer, I don't know. I don't even know if we saw her in this trailer. I think it was the trailer before this one that dropped. We see her that she does actually cut her hair shorter, like Sabine in the the animated series. I don't know, man. I get she's older, but like, doesn't do it for me. I don't know. I kind of wish they would have just stuck with Tia. I don't know. It's interesting though. I mean, the long hair I definitely did not like. So I'm glad they cut it. It just doesn't look right. And I get it's a cartoon and it's but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how she's gonna do. I'm really excited though for Sabine to come to live action. And then and there in that trailer we just watched, we got Hayden Christensen coming back as Anakin. Now, is it gonna be flashbacks? Is it going to be, is he gonna be a Force ghost? I don't know. In this image here, this is actually from Kenobi. So this is when he has his his little rat tail thing. And I thought it was weird, the flashback, just because you could tell that he looks so much older than he did in Attack of the Clones. But I think it'll be pretty cool. Hopefully we get it. We get something. I don't know. What do you guys think? Would you prefer a flashback or something in current time? Him as a Force ghost, because we did see him at the end of Return of the Jedi. After George made all the prequels, he ended up replacing the actor with Hayden Christensen's younger self or whatever, his Return of the Jedi, or not Return of the Jedi, Revenge of the Sith look. So I don't know. I mean, what do you guys think? Do you think would you want? I mean, I want both, but I guess I would almost prefer to have the ghost, just because it's more current than more flashbacks. I don't know. So let me know in the chat what you guys think. But I'm super excited to see Hayden back. Actually, I just noticed I was not doing that correctly. There you go. All right, we'll keep it like that. So there's Hayden, and then there was Tia. I was talking. I didn't have it on the screen, but not Tia, but there was Sabine, and then there's Natasha. Let's see. Here is Ezra Bridger. So this is really the only little shot we get of Ezra. So I don't know. It's tough to see. It looks like he has a lightsaber hilt here, a little bit on his hip there. But we know that Sabine has his green lightsaber right now. So it'll be interesting to see how much we actually get of Ezra. I'm actually not. I'll be honest. I'm actually not really expecting him to be in the series very much. And then here's Shin. So again, this is the apprentice of Balon. And she was in Pacific Rim, The Spy Who Dumped Me. Again, I'm not really familiar with her, Ivana Sakno. But I like the look of her. The dark eye makeup with the blonde hair. It looks good. All dark. I like it. And then Mary Elizabeth Winstead is going to play Hera. So Hera Syndulla, and so she was in, what was she in here? She was in 10 Cloverleaf Lane, Smashed, and Wolf Lake. Don't really. I feel like I know this name, but the only movie there I saw was Cloverleaf Lane, but I barely remember her. But anyways, I mean, Yeah, I think it looks good. I know a lot of people. If you look at her little things on her head, I can't remember what they're called, but people are complaining because they're too straight down, like in the back. But if you look at the helmet she's wearing, I mean, that's going to do that. So I don't know. I mean, because I know in the cartoon they were more on the sides, but again, you gotta remember these are this is it's the same criticism that Ahsoka got when when it first came out because her little things were a little short, and you can tell they're longer because they would probably were cut off probably about right here, maybe a little longer, but you can definitely see, like especially in this view with her head turned, you can see how much lower that one goes. So they definitely improved it, and oh yeah, and don't forget, guys, next week the voice actress Vanessa Marshall, I'll be interviewing her live next Sunday at 7 p.m. Super excited for that. She's awesome. I mean, if you don't know much about her, she just an incredible lady. She's voiced so much, like you'd be shocked to see some of the stuff that she has voiced. And yeah, I'm super excited for that. So what's up, Mark? How you doing, buddy? What's up, Kenneth? All right, so let's continue. So we have Hera, and then here is our boy Ray Stevenson. Rest in peace. He's Balon Skal. So he is a surviving Jedi of Order 66. He then fled to the unknown regions, and then basically, he kind of hooked up to Grand Admiral Thrawn, took on Shin as apprentice, and we shall see what happens. It's interesting because now with the actor being passed away, I wonder if they're going to kill off the character. I don't know. I mean, was that originally done? Did they have to change something? I don't know. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with his character. Genevieve O'Reilly is coming back as Mon Mothma. So she was actually the same character in Andor. So they aged her up. They changed to her. Her hair looks more like it did in Return of the Jedi. So we got that. I mean, I was not a big fan of Andor, but she did kind of kill it. But she, my mom, I'm glad they brought her back because she is an important role. And then Diane Lee in Sonato, she's coming back as Morgan Elsbeth. So we're going to talk about her for a little bit. So if you were watching the Clone Wars reactions with us, or if you watched it, it's funny because I think her character is going to be really big. I believe that she's a Night Sister. So I think this is where we're going to get some of that Star Wars magic into the into the lore a little bit more now, into this live action stuff. I'm really curious to see if they show us how she survived against Ahsoka, because I think everyone assumed that Ahsoka killed her. So I'm really curious to see what happened there, because we do see Ahsoka after that a few times, and no mention of this character at all. So I do believe that she is going to end up being a Night Sister. I know she has that little logo or that little symbol on her forehead there, right up here. So I'm really, really, really interested to see what they're going to do with this character. Yeah, I think it's gonna be really interesting. I never would have thought that she would have came back. And then we have obviously Grand Admiral Thrawn, played by Lars Mikkelsen, same person who voiced him. I'm gonna put another trailer on here in a minute, and on the second last trailer that dropped, they show him, forward facing, so we get to actually see what he looks like. I mean, again, you got to remember, when you're in animation, everything is over animated. So when you're bringing things like this into live action, it's going to be different. Look at, for example, look at Cad Bane. They brought Cad Bane into Boba Fett, and people criticized it. Oh, his face was too big, the color was off. Again, you got to remember, animation is always going to be, just more animated. So I'm excited to see Thrawn. I can't wait for that. All right, so those are the most of the main characters. And again, I know Chopper wasn't on there. You can actually see. Let's see. Chopper is actually my background for this live, but yeah, Chopper. I don't know. Zeb, I guess. I mean, I would assume we might get him. I don't know. It's just weird that we haven't seen him in anything. I'm gonna go play that one other trailer, and then we'll talk about. Well, actually, you know what? Well, since I have this other trailer up, let me finish breaking this one down. These ads, man. Ads.
Yourself.
Everyone in the Order knew Anakin Skywalker. Few would live to see what he became.
By the end of the Clone Wars, I walked away from him. And the Jedi.
So you can see here. So if you watch Rebels, all this blue light behind her, I have to believe this is somewhere, you know, where it's got to be some type of map. You know, think of even like the Force Awakens. You know, we kind of saw maps kind of like this, and it has to be something having to do with the world between worlds. I mean, it just makes sense. So I think it's got to be somewhere in there is where they're, you know, it sounds like they're having this long conversation and then they're going to end up dueling. But that's what the blue lights are. You can see here. I mean, again, if you watch the episode, The World Between Worlds, and I think that one is actually dropping this week. It's either, I think it's Thursday. Yeah, I think Thursday is A World Between Worlds, and then the final episode, remember it's 2 parts. Part 1 will be on Ryan's channel on Saturday. I hope. I know he's been offline a little bit. And then part 2 will be on my channel on Monday. I actually was going to originally drop it on Sunday, but I'm going to drop it on Monday now because I have Vanessa on Sunday instead. So.
In this war, you will face more than just droids.
So that's Anakin. So to me right there, it sounds like it's going to be some kind of flashback because he's like talking about her. So remember, he took on Ahsoka during the Clone Wars. So this is pretty much like, you know, during that time period. You know, so it's probably like three to 4 years maybe before he turns, something like that.
As your master, it's my responsibility to prepare you. I won't always be there to look out for you.
I could use the help. Once a rebel, always a rebel.
Don't be afraid.
And that was Sabine with her longer hair. So here's the Inquisitor. So Merrick right here. You know, and I know there's a shot where we see this, but we also see, I think it's Shin and Sabine fighting on the same planet. I don't know if it's on this trailer or not, but I know you can kind of see both.
And trust your instincts.
And there's Sabine with the shorter hair. So I don't know, you know, it just looks messier. And again, I know it's a cartoon, so it was, you know, I don't know. What do you guys think? I just don't know if she looks like Sabine to me. You know, if I do this. So here's a good picture of Sabine. Let's see. I know I have a good picture of her somewhere. Here it is. So I'm going to take myself out for just a minute. I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. No judgment, because I think the show looks amazing. Just being nitpicky, I guess, you know. But what's up, Dan? Hey, baby ice. Spoiling. I'm not spoiling it, dude. This trailer just dropped. We're breaking it down, man.
I know you can do this, Ahsoka.
So right there, look at this is definitely some type of some entranceway into the world between worlds. It has to be. Like we've seen it so many times. I like that move too when she jumps off that. It looks slow though, a little bit slow. Looks a little slow. All right, go. So that's the new trailer. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull up. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna grab the other one. Nope, that's the one we just did. Oh man. Final trailer. Here we go.
I was $25,000 in credit card debt. I knew I had to do something.
Get rid of these ads.
The Empire may have fallen, but my ambitions never wavered. I am Grand Admiral Thrawn.
Okay, so this is actually Thrawn's trailer. I forgot about this trailer. I only watched this once. So actually, this isn't the one I was talking about. But this one's focused a lot on Thrawn, which I love.
And my return is inevitable.
Gotta love the red Lucasfilm too.
Started hearing whispers about Thrawn's return.
You know, the one thing about this show, right? I think it's got so much in it, which I love, and this is why I hope like it just like okay. So I don't know if you guys have seen the length of the episodes. So we're getting okay. Remember, so next Wednesday we're getting 2 episodes, right? We're getting episode 1 and 2, and it's about an hour, a little over an hour and a half for both. So I think one was like 46 or something, and the other one was like 39, so something like that, right? It actually might have been a little longer than that. But then we get episode 3, and that time was this release is 34 minutes only, like 15 minutes less. You know, it's just But I guess I don't know why they do that in Star Wars because like why can like House of the Dragon have all 54-minute episodes? Why can like I'm currently watching Witcher season 3. Every episode is like 50 minutes, 55 minutes. All these other shows are like always between 50 and 60 minutes, but for some reason Star Wars shows, they have to be all over the place. I don't know. If Ezra didn't join the dark side, I quit Star Wars. What? I just talked about that. We talked about that at the kind of the beginning of the stream. I just don't think it's in his character, Dan. It's because like I mentioned earlier, we've already seen that. We've already seen it. We have seen him go and fight himself with that dark side when he was hanging out with Maul, and he kind of overcame that already. And then he took Thrawn away from his friends. He was all self-sacrifice, and that's what Jedi do. So I don't know. It would be interesting, but it really depends upon how they would do it. Because I personally don't want to see that. I like I said, we talked about a little bit too who I think the Inquisitor is. I mean, there's like 4 or 5 different options. But I know Ezra has been thrown out as an option. I don't know if it makes sense for his storyline. Because we already kind of saw it in Rebels anyways.
As heir to the Empire. If we don't stop Thrawn.
So wait a minute. There you go. So we are getting Ghost Anakin.
We don't
it's right
stop
here.
Thrawn.
I mean, it's right here. So it's. I mean, this is legit, right? This is legit. Let me see what page am I on? I mean, I don't know. I don't know why I don't remember seeing this. But I hope that's legit. Because there you go. You got Ghost Anakin right there.
Everything will be in vain.
We are no Jedi.
As a Jedi, sometimes you have to make the decision.
See, I don't know. Now I'm thinking they're putting different things in here. Because this right here, I don't remember seeing this. I don't know if this is a legit trailer right here. I don't know. Now I'm thinking this isn't even real. So I'm gonna go back to the actual Star Wars YouTube channel because I don't know. See, okay, it is. It says fan concept. Okay, yeah, that's why you gotta be careful. So it's a fan made one. I was gonna say I knew I would have remembered to see Ghost Anakin, like So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to YouTube, and we're gonna go to StarWars.com. Star Wars. So this is the one we just watched. So let's go to their channel. I was gonna say, man, I know I would have remembered that. All right, so the trailer right there. Trying to see which one it was. Man, my mouse is being wonky. I don't know what that was. 46 seconds. The one I was watching earlier was like 1:45. It said like final trailer. I don't know. Now I can't find it, but that's all right. Man, that fan one got me, dude. I was not expecting that. Here's the posters. I don't know if you guys saw this. So here's all the posters. It's funny because they don't have. There's a few characters you'll see that are missing. So again, you can see all the blue lights in back of them and stuff. So there you go. What do you think about the hair? That jacket. Dude, Balon's gonna be awesome. I mean, I think Balon's gonna steal the show. I really do. I mean, Ray Stevenson is such a good actor. So I just watched. Let me pause it for a second. So I just got done finishing watching the new Mission Impossible movie. We went to see it the other day, and I don't, no, I'm not gonna have any spoilers or anything, but it's a really good movie. But they have the female actor who what's her first name? Like Pom. I can't remember what her last name is. I know it's hard to spell or how to say, but she's the one who plays Mantis in Guardians of the Galaxy. So she's in it, and she has much shorter hair, and like I liked her in the movie, but I think they gave her like 15 words to say. Like she does not have much dialogue at all. It's really odd, and I see her, and I hope it's not the same type of thing. I hope it's not like Balon's doing all the talking. She just kind of sits back, listens, and then just waves the lightsaber around. I hope they don't do that to that character. But I was kind of thinking about that, and maybe it is because they kind of look similar because she does look like her a little bit, but she doesn't say a word in any of the trailers, I don't think, and so I'm not sure what to think about that. But so, anyways, what's up, Charles? Is this the trailer for the new series of Willow? Yes, this is true. They've traded in their magic wands for lightsabers, though, so it's gonna be awesome. All right, so we got about 20 minutes. So let's break the next part down. All right, so here's my biggest theory. All right, so if you know anything about like the Force Unleashed, there was a character in it called Starkiller, and this was actually played by and voiced by Sam Witwer, who is also the voice of Darth Maul in Rebels and the Clone Wars. So Starkiller is a rogue Jedi who basically worked for Vader. Okay. Sam Witwer is on Twitch a lot, right? And I watch him every so often. And he's a funny guy. I've met him a few times, and he's a really, really down to earth person. So, anyways, he was asked the question on one of his interviews that, do you think we'll ever see Starkiller in live action? And he did say that Dave Filoni had brought this up, and they had talked about it. And I tell you what, how awesome would it be is if that Mordic, is it Mordic? I don't know why I can't remember these characters' names. It's so hard when you don't actually watch the show yet. Morak. How awesome would this Inquisitor named Morak helmet comes off and it's Sam Witwer as Starkiller? Dude, I can't think of anything better than that. I mean, Barasafi would be awesome. Afsaz Ventress would be awesome, but dude, that would bring back, like, there's so many people who some people still say that's the best Star Wars video game is Force Unleashed 2. I can't even tell you like how many people have a copy of that, and that's what they take to a con, and that's what they have Sam sign. Because the character in the game, now granted, I think this was for PlayStation, is it 2 or 3? Let's look it up. Can't remember when it actually came out. So let's see. So this game, October 26th, 2010. It came out for PS3, Xbox 360, and the Wii. Actually, here's a really cool picture of it. I'll see if I can blow it up for you guys a little bit. And it's not huge, but let me see if I can get it bigger than that, though. Yeah, it's not really letting me do too much with it, but I'll show you guys what it looks like. So, anyways, but yeah, so he plays a character named Starkiller, and there it is right there. So yeah, from 2010. So this is before Disney. So for right now, this is decanonized. It's considered Legends. And if you don't know anything about Starkiller, Starkiller was the original name for one of the characters that George was creating when he was writing Star Wars. And what they ended up doing was they ended up taking that character out, and it kind of made Luke Skywalker out of him. There is a comic, there's actually a hardcover comic. You can actually get that on eBay or maybe even Amazon. And I mean, it's gonna run you, $80-$90 probably. But I remember I ended up buying a copy years and years ago, and it's a little tough to get through. If you're a big comic book person, you probably would really enjoy it. I guess my problem is when I read it is that I kept thinking of A New Hope, and I'm trying to like make the connections. And there's definitely some parts that are similar, but it's a lot different. It's funny how much the actual movie changed from his original outline, but it's pretty cool. But yeah, there is a there is a character named Starkiller in it, and that eventually got replaced with Luke, and then they created this character for this video game, and then after Disney bought it, they decanonized it, and we did hear the word Starkiller again in The Force Awakens with Starkiller Base, and that's where that Starkiller name came from. So at least that's one thing that J.J. Abrams did well, is that he brought back the word or the name Starkiller. So just a little information there for you. But yeah, I mean, it's funny. Force Unleashed. I'm trying to think if that game is I wonder if you can still download that like on PS5 or something. I'm not sure. But I just think that would be a really, really cool thing that they could do. And I'm telling you, like, that was 13 years ago that game came out. There are so many people who at this point probably have dropped out of Star Wars that that would bring people back in, man. I really hope Ahsoka does well. I really do. I don't, I just don't want another Kenobi. I don't want it to look small. I want it to look big. Like I want nice, big, wide shots. We need a world build. Like no more Tatooine. Like we've seen Tatooine. I don't need to see Tatooine anymore. Like, can we go to Coruscant? Can we go to different places, please? And I just hope it doesn't look small. I hate when, like I just keep thinking of this. So in Kenobi, when Obi-Wan is when he faces Vader, the first time when he raises the fire and then Vader's afraid, even though his suit is made so he can go into lava, but he's not going to walk through the fire. So dumb. I don't know what they're doing in that show. But anyways, it's just that whole scene. It literally looks like they shot it in an alleyway. Like it's so small scaled. I really hope they don't do that with this. At least in Mando, at least you feel like the world's big. It's just I don't know what it is with Kenobi. Even Andor, even though I didn't really care for it, at least it felt big. I know there's some scenes in that even that kind of drove me crazy, and I get it's a TV show, it's not a movie, but I want big scale. Like I want to feel like it's large, like it's important, not that like it's just got like two actors and they're in like a little box acting, because that's basically how I felt with Kenobi. Nice. Yeah. Dude, I need to go see if I can get that on PS5. You could probably download it. I don't know. It was a PS3 game. I'm gonna have to look. I'm gonna look because I would like to play that again, man. I haven't played that game in 13 years. I mean, I barely remember it. It'd be like a whole other experience, But I don't know, guys. I'm trying to think what else. So anything else that's important? I would definitely say, if you haven't really been watching the Rebel stuff, I would highly, highly recommend watching this week, because this is season 4. Although you're gonna miss, you miss a lot of important stuff if you really haven't been paying attention. But this is the season stuff that really is important moving into Ahsoka, because you're gonna get the episode, The World Between Worlds. I'd watch it twice. I watched that episode probably the most of any of the episodes in the entire series, and there's still so much crazy stuff that I don't understand it. It's really odd. I hope that Ahsoka can help explain it more. There's definitely YouTube videos out there that can explain it well more or much better than I could. I mean, these videos I've watched videos because it's like, what's up, Arcade? How you doing, man? Oh, is that the fake Arcade? I don't know. I don't know if Arcade. I don't know if he's a mod on my. I'll have to look and see if I made him a mod or not. I don't know, Anthony. But, yeah, I don't know, guys. Anybody have any questions? Any questions? We got a few minutes. Any questions about anything having to go into Ahsoka with that you are confused or don't understand something? I can definitely answer something. I don't know. Okay. Cool. But yeah, like I mentioned earlier, channel memberships are open. So if you want to just go through YouTube instead of Patreon, that's an option. I know Anthony signed up today. Appreciate it. The Twisted Metal review. Is that a game? I don't even know what Twisted Metal is. Wait, is that a movie? Isn't a movie that just came out? I don't know. I know I saw something with Twisted Metal. I think it is a video game. Yeah, okay. But yeah, channel memberships are open, and you get invited to the Patreon calls. We'll be doing that in about 2 weeks or so from now. I think on Thursdays. So wait, you know what? Do I have the option to do this? I want to see something. I want to see. I was playing around with this the other day. I don't know if it's gonna let me do it though. Oh man, I want to see if I can do this. See, I thought there was a way to do it. Settings. I was gonna try to do a poll. I thought polls were open. I could have swore I saw that. Maybe it's only if I'm on the computer. Let me go pull it up real quick. I could have swore I was gonna try to do a poll. Let me see. Yeah, okay, so it's only on the computer, so I can do it. All right, so we're going to do a quick poll. We got 12 people in here. All right, so what is this? Should I do Ahsoka breakdowns on my regular Sunday lives, or should I do it on Thursdays? All right, so I want you guys to vote. Because I did Mando on Thursdays, and I feel like the turnout wasn't great. Now I don't know if it's because people did not like the season as much, but I definitely want to do it, where it's, where more people are going to want to watch it. So Sundays work, then Sundays are cool. But sometimes I know, like by Sunday, like it's already been out for 4 days, and sometimes it's almost like people are starting to break down the next episode. But I really don't mind. I'm gonna put a poll up on the community tab as well. But I'm curious to see what everyone thinks here in the chat. So everyone votes. So right now we have Thursday's winning. Yeah, so I just what I gotta do is figure out if I'm gonna want to go live twice a week or not. Yeah. I don't know. How do you know which one's real, Anthony? Because I don't know. Hey, Sharon. All right. So let's vote for another few minutes while we'll get on out of here. He's got some Big Brother on, about 2 minutes actually. Big Brother's on tonight. That is the real arcade. All right. So let's do this. Boom. There it is. All right. Now he's blue. Yeah. But the thing is, you got to know, like on StreamYard, you can't do that. So that's why I had to log in to YouTube. Like on StreamYard, I don't have that option to do that. All I can do is put a user in timeout, and yeah. Dude, it's so ridiculous, arcade. Dude, I don't know. Ridiculous, man. All right, so let's vote. Send the vote on over. So let's see what this thing's going here. So we have 4 votes. We have 10 people watching right now. 10 votes. Thursday is winning, but there's not a ton of votes in there. Yeah, I just want to make sure that I'm doing the day that most people are interested in doing it. I mean, I always feel like Thursday is better just because it comes out Wednesday, and that still gives like a day and a half to watch it before I go live. And then usually I push the live to like 8 o'clock instead of 7 o'clock. Anthony voted for Sunday. Yeah, I know there's like not a ton going on Thursdays. That's why I thought Thursday was always a decent day, like as far as the community goes. I know there's some gaming and stuff like that, but it usually 8 to 9 isn't like a crazy time to do it. I don't know. I'm willing to do whatever. I was curious to see what you guys thought. Right now we have 6 votes in. Go like another minute or so, but like I said, I'll be putting this up on the community tab as well. It's Sunday too. Okay, cool. Yeah, Sunday. The thing I like about Sundays is that I can go on earlier. I just feel like during the weekday, 7 o'clock is a bit early. I don't know, man. Like that's 4 o'clock, for the West Coast. Like those people are still at work, and I don't know how many people are on the West Coast that come to my lives. But like, I don't know. It just seems like it's so early for them over there. But dude, that game's awesome. It took me a long time. So one of these days, I go back to work tomorrow. I start back, and but dude, I've been playing Hogwarts like crazy right now, and I'm getting I have like over 70 hours in, and I saw somebody post, I think it was Bud Solo. He had posted that a buddy finished it finally. 2,000 hours. 2,000 hours. I'm at 72. But I don't know. I've been doing a lot of like the side stuff. Like I haven't really done the main quest in a while. But yeah, I'm gonna try to live stream that maybe this week. Oh, that's right. Yeah, Anthony. Yeah, you're in Arizona. That's right. Yep. So I'm saying like 7 o'clock on a Thursday. It's 4 o'clock. I mean, it's kind of early. So I think Sunday's a little different, I think. But so what we got? 7 votes in there right now. All right. 8 votes. I don't know. I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's 8-2 right now, or 6-2 right now. But again, it's only 8 people. So, but yeah, I'll put it up on community tab. So, all right. So, recap. Next Wednesday, Ahsoka, 2 episodes. We'll either do it Thursday or Sunday. We'll figure it out. And don't forget, guys, next week, the Vanessa Marshall, aka Hera Syndulla from Rebels, and she also came back and voiced her character in the Bad Batch. She will be live with me next Sunday, 7 p.m. I will be putting out an Instagram story probably Saturday night, and any questions you have for Vanessa, that is going to be the best way to get those questions on. I don't know how much I'll be paying attention to the chat. If you are a channel member and you send me a channel member, what is it? A channel member chat or whatever, you would definitely get read. But yeah, I want to make sure I'm focused on her, and I want to make sure that I'm asking. I have a lot of good questions. I have a couple of small games I'm going to see if she's willing to play. I'm really excited though. I think it's gonna be really fun. She, like I said, she's an amazing person. I've gotten to meet her a couple times now, and just beyond grateful that she's willing to come on to this small channel and hang out with us for an hour. So I'm really, really excited. So next Sunday, 7 p.m. Tomorrow I'll be dropping, I don't know what episode exactly. I know I think I got 4 left to drop, or maybe 3. And again, I don't know if Ryan has been dropping them. But Monday that will be dropped. Tuesday will be my last Comic-Con video. A lot of show floor, some cosplays in there. The Star Wars booth is in there. A bunch of Ahsoka replicas. Awesome. It was really, really cool to see it all. So I took some really, really good video on that. And what else? Thursday is the World Between Worlds. And then we have Vanessa on Sunday. And then Monday is the finale of Rebels that will be dropped. And then, like I said, we have Ahsoka Wednesday. And stay tuned to the community tab, because that way you guys can vote. And yeah, I hope you guys are excited as I am. And Arcade, yeah, you're going to go live tonight? Yeah, Anthony, my co-host. I don't know. Apparently his internet's down for like weeks. I don't know. So he'll be back probably. Next week I'm gonna go solo anyways, so I'm assuming after that, because I mean he's supposed to be breaking down Ahsoka with me, but I know he had to switch internet providers and it's been a hassle, so that's about all I really know. So, and Arcade's gonna go live, and then we got we have Luau tonight, and Let's Chat with Veterans is tonight, I believe. So we got a bunch of stuff going on. But I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go watch Big Brother. And I'll probably hop over to Arcade's channel for a little bit and chill. And yeah, guys, thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. Don't forget, keep those heads on. And I'm going to see you guys in the next video. See you guys.